Hello students and welcome back to BankExamsToday.com. So Bank of Baroda SO notification 2018 is out, and this time there is a bumper number of vacancies are there. 904 vacancies are there, but the eligibility criteria is stringent. So let's start the today's session. Before starting, the slide that I'm going to tell you is provide you is about the eligibility criteria. Should we start now? I think we should start now, and I don't think we should wait for the students. And I think we should start now, right? So let's start with the eligibility criteria. Let me check if it is working properly. Yeah, it is working properly. So let's start. In this session, I'm going to share what I'm going to share today. First of all, the eligibility criteria, and then the syllabus, and what to do and how to study for this exam. For 904 vacancies are there. We can actually divide it into legal. There are for the legal, basically for legal and marketing, there are two sort of jobs. So even if you are graduate, even then you are eligible, plus with an experience, right? So let's start with the post number one that I'm focusing, two posts that I'm focusing today. The first one, there are 150 vacancies, wealth management services under sales, and it is middle management scale. This is scale 2. The minimum age required on 1st of November 2018 is 25 years and maximum age 35 years. Qualifications, 2 years of MBA recognized by UGC. With specialization in marketing, retail or sales, and even if there is a dual specialization, right, even then if one specialization is marketing, even then you are eligible. And then if you have done the graduation, this is or not and, if you have not done MBA but you are a graduate with 1 year diploma in banking or any certification in banking recognized by AICTE, I mean this is not so common, so MBAs, you are eligible. But you need 4 years of work experience in sales, distribution of wealth, mutual fund, insurance products in banks, mutual funds and NBFC. So right now, if you are working in a bank, mutual fund, NBFC, let it be PSU bank, or let it be private sector bank, or let it be any NBFC like Bajaj Finance, Bajaj Finserv, or Shriram, Muthoot Finance, you are eligible. Right. So if you have 4 years of work experience, you are eligible for this post. Otherwise, if you do not have 4 years of work experience, if you are just a graduate, even if you have like 5 year or 10 year of work experience, if you are graduate, then you are eligible for this post. Graduate with 2 years of work experience, same experience like any mutual fund, AMC, right, or like any bank, public sector, private sector and mutual fund, NBFC or like that, right? Minimum age is 20 years and maximum age is 30 years, right, as on 1st of November. 700 vacancies are there. According to me, there are going to be less than 20,000 applicants for this particular post. Far more. I mean, I don't even think there will be 20,000 applicants. There will be few applicants. You won't find notification for this post in the normal website or everywhere or other places. So this is for my students, because I know that most of my students, they are MBAs or they are postgraduates. So this is for you. So this is a scale 1 post. So let's move forward. The salary that they are going to offer, 68,000 for this 700 vacancies post, and 84,000 for the scale 2, right? So that's what we are focusing today, 68 and 74,000, 84,000, right? So there is a service bond of 3 years, 3-year service bond. You need to serve for like 3 years, right? And 1.5 lakh rupees is the bond value. If you want to leave the bank for after 1 year or 1.5 year or even 2 year, then you need to pay 1.5 lakh rupee as a bond value. If in case you have an I mean, Ankit, I have already explained this is the criteria. This is the, if you are working in a bank, if you are working in a mutual fund, and if you are working in an NBFC, public sector, private sector, then you are eligible, right? So there are a lot of my students who are working in private sector banks. They're not happy with their jobs. This is a golden opportunity for you, right? So now let's start with the syllabus. There is just one paper in which there will be reasoning, English, quant and professional knowledge. So 50-50 questions each, but one question is equal to 1 mark for reasoning and quant, and half mark for English, while 1.5 mark for professional knowledge. 200 questions, 200, the maximum marks are 200, and the composite time, it's 2 hours. Within 2 hours, you need to do this much. The cutoff is going to be really low, trust me, for these posts, right? Because the eligibility criteria is so stringent. If you are eligible, any of your friends are eligible, this is a golden opportunity for entry into Bank of Baroda, which is a prestigious organization, prestigious bank. So for the professional knowledge, the wealth management for scale 2 and scale 1, there is a professional knowledge paper. 75 marks are allotted to this particular paper. So a big chunk of syllabus is allotted to this particular section. What is the syllabus? I have framed the syllabus from the previous papers. I collected the previous papers, right? Not exactly collected the previous papers, but as per memory based papers are there, on the basis of which I prepared this syllabus, 2 pages of syllabus, right? So this one I think repeated, sorry for that. So first of all, Indian financial system. I mean, types of banks, there can be questions, various types of bank, location of head offices of banks, right? I mean, how RBI works, the powers of RBI, the functions. I mean, I forgot the powers of RBI, right? I mean, various functions of RBI, right? Really important. Then the mutual funds. This is actually most important topic, most important point. You are going to find at least 6-7 questions from this particular topic. The various types of mutual funds. There can be an example. What are contra funds? What are value funds? Recently, the SEBI, classified the mutual funds, I think, into 10 categories. You need to know each of those categories. What are balanced fund? What are conservative balanced funds, right? The rulings, the latest rulings related to expense ratios, right? That's really important. What are AMCs? What are depositories, right? You need to know that as well, right? And all the latest updates, latest circulars. Recently there was a circular related to liquid funds by SEBI, so you need to know that as well. So latest circulars, I mean, here it is. I have mentioned it separately. We are doing the analysis of SEBI's latest circulars, and we are going to provide you that as well. The latest circulars of SEBI and latest circulars of RBI related to capital market, related to bond market, related to banks, related to mutual funds, related to everything, right? Everything in that wealth management business. Or even there can be IRDA. The powers, I mean, see, the powers of, I missed something here. The powers of IRDA, the powers of SEBI, the powers of RBI, their powers, their function, how they work. I mean, what are the latest circulars, not just powers and functions, their latest circular, their latest schemes, what are they doing right now? All that is actually really important. Who's the, MD or the chairman of their board? That's all. It's really important. Then the working of stock exchanges in India. The working of stock exchanges, how they work. What are the powers of SEBI in particularly in managing the stock exchanges and the commodity exchanges. The basic working of stock exchanges, right? How they work, how the SEBI manages them, how the SEBI regulates them, what are the various provisions. And then the SEBI Act 1992 is really important, related to this, because that's really related to the stock exchanges. And the depositories, what are depositories, their functions, their powers, what are the various functions performed by depositories, and the various aspects of the Depositories Act 1996. And a little bit I forgot something in the previous topic. Contract Act is 1872 is a little bit of Contract Act is actually really important. Contract, I can write there for you. Contract Act is also kind of important. Contract Act and Negotiable Instruments Act is really important, I would say. Then the insider trading, there is a regulation, insider trading regulation 2015. The basic basics of Insider Trading Act. The SEBI Prohibition of Insider Trading Act 20. FEMA came. FEMA is actually important. There can be questions from FEMA as well, because it's related to wealth management. While you are dealing with the NRIs and the wealth management business, while you are dealing with NRIs, the FEMA is important. I know even if you are right now working in banks and in mutual fund companies, AMC, mutual fund AMCs, you are not everybody is dealing with FEMA, but at bigger level, at bigger level, when the business is huge and the money is coming from NRIs, the FAMA Act is, knowledge of FAMA Act is really, really important, I would say. Then I would say a little bit about Forex market, whatever is happening in the history of Forex market in India, the regulation of Forex market in India. I would say the derivatives is really important. I could forgot. I just forgot this thing, the derivatives, all the interest rate swaps, the option contracts, that's really important. The regulation of derivative contracts in India. The bonds, the various kinds of bonds, the various features of bonds, the bond valuation, really important topic, the bond valuation. Then again, I have already told you the latest circulars and the master circulars, and there is an annual report of SEBI as well, which you need to do. So latest circulars and annual reports of SEBI and RBI, right? So that's what you need to do. The syllabus, yeah, Rahul Kumar says the syllabus looks like the SEBI syllabus. Yes, the SEBI grade A syllabus is kind of similar, but SEBI syllabus was in depth, while it is related to the practically related to whatever is happening in the market. So SEBI syllabus, I would say that was too much in depth. You're right, Rahul. Okay, next. I think that's duplicate. Okay, the bond valuation, SEBI's circulars, I have already done that. Regulating the intermediaries and stock exchanges. So I think I have already done that in the previous lecture, previous slide. So corporation, demutualization, regulation of stock exchanges, listing agreement is really important, dematerialization and rematerialization. One more important topic which I forgot, I think, the IPOs. The book building process, the IPOs, the complete process of IPOs, right? The types of investors, the fund, everything for the IPO process is really important. The mergers, amalgamations, these topics I directly took from the SEBI circular because these are really important for the wealth management as well. So mergers, amalgamation, takeovers, types and legal processes during takeovers and substantial acquisition, really important. Then related to bonus shares, the bonus shares, the right issue, ESOPs, the accounting and procedures for ESOPs, bonus share rights issue, really important. The public offer and the disclosure requirements are actually really important. And then the unfair trade practices in the market, that's, I think I have already done that, and public offer requirement, and it's repeated, sorry. Insider Trading Act I have already covered. So that's the syllabus of wealth management. For the quantitative management, the syllabus is almost same that you have already done in other exams. But if you are new to this exam, this is I'm going to tell you, the data interpretation is there. You can expect, if there are like 50 questions are there, you can expect like 3 to 4 sets, 20 marks directly from data interpretation. And according to me, the exam is going to be really easy. It's not going to be that tough because they are aware about it, because they are hiring experienced staff. So it's not for freshers. So that's why the exam is going to be really easy. Then you are going to expect, you can expect like 5 questions from number series, like 0 to 5 questions from approximation and simplification. 30 marks are here already. So rest of the 20 marks from LCM, HCF, profit and loss, SI, simple and compound interest, problem based on ages, work and times, time, speed and distance, probability, permutation, combination, mensuration, average ratios. So you can say like 30 marks are here. So 20 marks for these chapters, right? 1 or 2 questions from each of these topics, right? And then reasoning ability, if there are 50 questions, I would say there will be like 2 puzzles, 10 marks, and 2 sitting arrangement sets will be there, so 10 marks again. Then I would say it depends. There will be 5 questions, I would say. Normally there are 0 to 5 questions, I would say, to Silog. Then 0 to 5 questions from coding decoding, 0 to 5 questions from you can say this machine input output, 0 to 5 questions from inequalities. I mean, it depends. Sometimes you won't find inequality, sometimes you won't find Silog, sometimes you won't find data sufficiency. So whenever there are questions related to them, there will be 5 questions from these topics, right? 5 questions, right? And from direction sense and blood relations, you can see 2-3 marks of paper will be there. Now the English language, 50 question, but just 25 marks. But anyhow, I'm expecting 3 sets. You can say 30 marks. But there will be the error spotting will be there, vocab will be there, synonym and idioms and phrase will be from the reading comprehension only. Sometimes, and then the fill in the blanks, nowadays I do not find fill in the blanks in the exam, but sometimes it's there, right? Then error spotting, whenever it is there, will be for 5 to 10 marks. Sentence rearrangement, 5 marks, I would say. That's how, not marks, questions. That's how they are going to make 50 questions. So Bank of Baroda SO course 2018-19, we have already we are going to actually start today only. We already started working on it, right? On the especially for the wealth management, we are not doing legal, so do not call us for the legal. So we are doing the wealth management. The video classes for all the sections will be there. The notes, the study material, the complete study material, and the test series. Right now we have we are targeting 5 tests, but if we have time we can make more than that. Already there are section wise and the chapter wise tests are there, and we have already prepared the notes and we have prepared the video classes for each of these sections. So you can join the course on store.bankexamstoday.com and BankExamsToday mobile application. Please install this. We are going to provide a lot of free content as well. All the links are available in the description. Now it's time to take your doubts. Now tell me, give me your doubts. So I think I should ask your doubts. So let's start the doubts with the no IT officer, Ruhanika. No, there are no IT officer, no civil engineering, nothing, no agriculture. Age 25, what Harneet Kaur is saying, age 25 for what? For scale 2 it is 25 to 35. For scale 1 it is 20 to 30 years. Harit Boy, I don't have any experience, then you are not eligible. Hello Raman, can we apply for 2 posts? I don't think so. I don't think so. You can apply for both the posts. So if you are eligible for scale 1 and scale 2, I would highly recommend you to appear for scale 2. If you are eligible for scale 2, appear for scale 2. But these exams, I hope these will be held on same day. So I think you can apply for 1 exam only. I think so. But otherwise, you can ask the HR department. You can give them a call, right? They'll be a better person to tell you. According to me, the exam will be on the same day. So if you don't have any experience, so can I get a fake experience certificate? Harit, I'm not the right person. They clearly told you that you should have work experience from mutual funds, bank or NBFC, and I highly doubt that any of the reputed bank or NBFC or any mutual fund AMC is going to provide you any work experience. They are not going to do that, trust me. If you are able to get it, otherwise anyway, if you get it by illicit ways, you are not going to you won't be able to prove that during the interviews. They are going to ask you the questions, the professional questions related to whatever you have done, and you won't be able to answer it, trust me. Sir, only for marketing, not for IT graduates. No, IT graduates are actually, see, if you are from IT, even then you can apply for the phase 1, for the scale 1, right? If you have the work experience, even then you can apply. Anybody else? We are MBAs, not experienced, not eligible. Can you prepare a video for new categorization of mutual funds? Yes, sure, I'll do that, don't worry. I have requested you to take live session for NABARD. Sure, Thakur Saab, I'll do that for sure. Don't worry. So why not receiving my call? Harit, I'll take it whenever. I mean, right now I was a little busy. Don't worry. Look like SEBI syllabus. MCOM 30 years. Sir, Bob experience kam ho sakti hai kya? No, not at all. They are strict with it. So I have done my PGPM in marketing, 2-year works in NBFC, have 2 years experience in purchase, not in NBFC having age. Manish Mishra. If you are from general category, then I don't think so, because anyway, so if you are having work experience of 4 years in NBFC, I think you are eligible for scale 2. You can apply for scale 2, don't worry. I'm eligible for both. Ankit, go for scale 2. Okay. I'm having anyway, you should apply for both the post. It's a small investment of I think 15 to 1600 rupees. Apply for both the exam. If the dates are different, then it's a win-win situation for you. Otherwise, you should appear for scale 2. I don't think there will be too many applicants in the scale 2. I'm having 2-year experience in ICICI Bank operations department. I'm eligible. Yes, Manoj, you are eligible. Sir, experience sir bank का ही valid है? No. The experience of banks, NBFCs like Bajaj Finance, Capital First, right? And all the financial institutions, I would say the Muthoot Finance, Manappuram Finance, all those the employees of these organizations are eligible. Manoj, operations department, if the operations was in like of these financial products, then I would say yes, you're eligible. But please check the notification, right? They people don't show marks if you have not selected. I don't know what it's saying. Thank you, Ankit. Thanks everybody. So that's all from my side, right? I have already started the course for wealth management. In case you're looking for the course, the link is available in the description, or you can directly go to store.bankexamstoday.com. And I recommend all of you to install BankExamsToday mobile application. And in case you're looking for my WhatsApp number, this is my WhatsApp 9067201000. So it's WhatsApp only. So do not call me often, right? WhatsApp only. Okay. So that's all for today, students. I hope I have answered all your doubts. So that's all for today. Thank you and have a very nice day. I have answered all your doubts. Yes, I have answered all your doubts. So if there is any doubt in your mind, student, you can ask me right away. But I think, Ankit, that was the last question from you. So that's all for today, students. Thank you and have a very nice day. I hope I have answered all your doubts.